So most of my story times on this channel only take place in my hometown or in LA, because those are literally like the only two places I've really lived for a long period of time. But today's story time is a little bit different. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like on the video if you do. Let's get into it. So today's story time all takes place back in 2016. A glorious year, a year loved by many, including me. Very fun year. I liked it for a lot of reasons. One, I was out of school at this time, kind of recently. Two, my YouTube channel was absolutely popping off. So like this was when YouTube kind of became my full-time career and I was seeing a lot of success in it and I was very excited about that. Three, I was almost an adult. So, that was cool. But one of the main reasons I love this year so much is it was the first year I got to kind of do some traveling by myself. Well, not by myself, but without my parents. So even though I wasn't an adult yet and I was still 17, my mom trusted me enough and knew that I was independent enough to let me go on a trip with one of my friends. So I was meeting up with one of my homies from the internet actually, which was kind of crazy to meet up with a stranger from the internet. But yeah, I was meeting up with an online friend of mine. He was coming to my mom's house first and meeting her and me. And then we were going to New York City together. Now he was 18. So it's not like I was meeting up with some 40-year-old man. Okay. This was someone that was similar to my age. It was a year difference, right? And also my mom got to meet him first. So that's why she trusted me to go to the city with him because, she got to meet him and stuff. So that was important. But anyway, yeah, fast forward a day later, we both hopped in his car and went to New York City together. And I rented this fucking sick-ass Airbnb. We were going to be there for 2 weeks, and I was stoked on it, right? Now, I had been to New York City before this, I think 2 times, but I was really little back then, so I didn't really remember it. But I always heard from friends of mine that have been there and from family that New York City is a different breed and that the people there are, a little bit crazy. And it can be a really crazy place because, it's the city that never sleeps. So I was expecting it to be insane on day one, right? But upon getting there, I was oh, this is actually pretty cool. It's not as crazy as I thought it'd be. It's not insane like I thought it'd be. But day two, I learned very quickly that New York City is in fact a much different place than where I'm from. So I think you all know this by now, but I'm from New York, not the city. I grew up upstate, so I'm not from New York City. I'm 5 hours away from it. And where I grew up, even though it's a city, it's nothing like New York City. So, yeah, I learned on day two of being in New York City that this place was a lot different than I thought it was going to be, right? So, yeah, day two rolls around, right? I get up out of bed, I take a shower, and me and my homie are in the living room just playing some COD. And I was yo, what do you want to do today? Because, we were in the city. It was our second day there. We hadn't explored it yet. We wanted to go do something cool, right? So he has the idea of going to check out some stores, some shopping places, right? That sounded like a great idea to me because I needed some new clothes and New York City is one of the coolest cities in the world to shop at. So I was hell yeah, dude, I'll do that. So that's what we did. We turned off the Xbox, popped our shoes on and headed out into the city to a nearby street that had a bunch of stores on it. And we started walking, right? Now about halfway through our walk, it was going to be about a 20-minute walk. We both got pretty hungry and we decided you know what, let's go get some food. Let's go eat something. So we found a nearby breakfast diner spot and we went in, we got some food, we ate there. That was great. Nothing out of the ordinary there. But after we got done eating breakfast is really where this starts to get a little bit interesting. So we leave the diner after paying our bill and, finishing up eating. We leave, right? And we start walking, we start resuming our journey to the stores to go shopping. And probably about 10 steps into our journey of walking to these stores after leaving the diner, I hear someone behind us yell, "Yo, boss." And we turn around and it's this man standing there in the middle of the sidewalk. I'm pretty sure he was homeless because he had, a suitcase with him, a big winter coat and a shopping cart. So, he definitely had a lot of belongings on the street. And I looked at him, he looked at me, and he goes, "Can I ask you a favor?" And I walk up to him. I was "Yeah, man, what's up?" Now I expected him to be "Hey, man, can I borrow $1? Can I borrow a quarter? Can you get me some food?" All of those things are what I expected, right? But nah, this dude straight up goes, "Do you have any prescriptions on you?" Now, I didn't have any on me. My friend didn't have anything on him. We both didn't have any prescriptions. We both didn't take pills or anything like that because we didn't need them. So I told him that. I was "Nah, man, we don't got anything on us. Sorry." And he goes, "Really? Nothing? You don't got anything on you?" I was "No, bro, I don't." He goes, "Are you guys visiting here or do you live here?" I was "We're visiting." He goes, "Did you fly here or did you drive?" I was like, we drove. And he's like, so you don't have like anything? No sleeping pills, no nothing? I was like, no, bro, I don't. He's like, oh shit, well, do you know where I could get some? And I was like, no, dude, I don't. And it was just killing me like how honest this dude was. Like usually in my experience, like sometimes homeless people will come up to me and they'll be like, yo man, can I borrow like $5? I want to get some McDonald's. And I'll be like, oh, well, I'll just buy you the McDonald's. Like, what do you want? And then they'll be like, nah, I don't want that. Cause like, you know, they're lying to me. They're going to use the $5 for something else. I don't know what, but probably not McDonald's, right? Now that isn't me calling all homeless people liars. Okay. I've met plenty of homeless people that are very honest. But this guy in New York City was a different breed of honest, because I've never had someone walk up to me and be like, hey man, you got any drugs? Like, it was just crazy to me. So after we told him like countless times that we had nothing, he started getting a little bit upset with us. This guy starts kind of like visibly looking angry. Like at one point he threw his suitcase on the ground and was like huffing and puffing, looking kind of like pissed off. And he just goes, all right, man, whatever. See ya. So we're like, okay. So we turn around and we start walking away, right? And then I hear him go, wait, turn around, come back. So we turn around, we go back over there. He's like, all right, my bad. I was just kind of pissed off. Can I just borrow like $50? Bro, I didn't have $50 on me. Like I only had my debit card on me and that was it, right? And same with my friend. So that's what we told him. We're like, sorry, we don't got any cash. And then he starts getting really angry. Like he throws his shit on the ground. He gets up like in my face and he goes, now I know you're fucking lying to me now. Now I know you're fucking lying. Because you're in New York City. I know you got cash on you. And I was like, dude, I don't have cash on me. We have these things in life, right? Called debit cards. That's how I buy stuff. He goes, okay, well, can you use your debit card to like go buy me something then? Now, I don't know what he wanted me to buy him. He didn't specify. But I'm not going to lie. At this point, I kind of wanted nothing to do with this guy. Because like he was just being kind of a dick. Like I'm a pretty good dude, I feel like. And if you come up to me and you're nice to me, and like you need a favor, 9 times out of 10, I'll probably do it. But this guy clearly wanted drugs and he was being a dick, both of which I personally just didn't agree with. So I was like, sorry man, I can't help you, have a good one. And I turn around and I start walking away again with my friend. And I hear this guy scream at me and my friend, turn back around right now, motherfucker. And I ignore him. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Let's just keep walking. And me and my friend, we just keep walking, right? And then I hear this guy yell, that's it, you're done now. And I turn around and I look, because I'm scared, right? Like, what's this guy got up his sleeve? What's he doing? And I see this dude in his suitcase, like he's reaching into his suitcase, getting something. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, what is he about to pull out? And like, there's other people on the street watching, right? Like, this dude's clearly fucking catching everyone's attention. So like me and my friend don't want to know what he's about to pull out. Like, I don't want to see whatever it's going to be. I don't want to know what it is. Because like, what if it's something dangerous, right? So me and my friend, we start walking backwards really fast because we're trying to keep our eye on this dude and what he's doing. And the next thing I know, bro, this dude pulls out like a legitimate machine gun. It looked like an MP5 from MW2, bro. Like it looked like a submachine gun. And I'm like, yo, and me and my friend looked at each other like, we're about to fucking die. So we turn around and we start running as fast as we can. And people on the street are freaking out, by the way, because a homeless man who's angry has a weapon. So we run and this guy's chasing us and he's yelling behind us, you guys better run faster. You better run fast. And next thing I know, I start feeling something hitting my skin. And I'm thinking like, oh, I'm dead. I'm getting shot. I'm going to die now. Like whatever it was hitting me, it hurt, right? It didn't feel good. But it didn't hurt that bad, you know what I mean? And like, I couldn't tell if that was just like my adrenaline pumping and that's why I wasn't feeling that much pain and like maybe I was actually getting shot or something, or if it really wasn't what I thought it was. And like, as I'm running, I'm looking at my arm, like where I'm feeling myself getting hit, and I don't see any like blood or any like, you know, marks or anything. So then like I turn around and I look at him while he's chasing us and I'm looking at what he's shooting at us. And it's a fucking BB gun, dude. It's an airsoft gun. That didn't stop everybody on the street pretty much from freaking out. And also, by the way, catching the attention of the police. Because a few minutes later, a cop runs over from across the street and tackles this motherfucker. And me and my friend are just standing there, like, in disbelief at the situation that just unfolded, wondering what the fuck just happened. And we watched this homeless guy, like, get arrested, essentially, and thrown in the back of a cop car. And after that, we, like, had to talk to the police and, like, give statements or whatever, and it was just crazy. But this kind of has a happy ending, okay? It doesn't end there. So after we got done talking to the cops and they left, one of the people on the street that saw this unfold came up to me and he was like, yo, are you guys good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine for the most part. And I showed him my arm. Like, there's a couple like welts on it from the BBs, but like, it wasn't like I was seriously hurt or anything. And this dude that was talking to me was probably about my age. And he was like, bro, that was insane. Like, I saw that whole thing from start to finish. That was crazy. Like, you guys handled that like really well. I was like, I don't know about that, man. Like, if he had a real gun, I think we would have been dead by now. And he's like, still, man, like, you guys reacted really fast. Like, if that were me, I would have just stood there like an idiot. And I was like, nah, man, I'm sure you would have been quicker on your feet than you think you are. And he's like, yeah, anyway, man, like, I had to come over and like, you know, talk to you guys about that. That was crazy. And we ended up talking to this dude for like 20 more minutes, right? And we actually ended up becoming friends with this dude through this situation. And I'm still friends with this dude to this day. He's one of my closest friends. Shout out to you, Noah. But like, yeah, man, whenever we get to tell people like how we met, it's always a fun time. It's like, oh yeah, we met because this homeless dude like wanted me to give him drugs. And then when I walked away after saying no a bunch of times, he shot me with a BB gun. But yeah, guys, this whole story, it really opened my eyes to like how different my hometown was compared to like New York City. But yeah, man, on day 2 of our little vacation, we got airsoft gunned down by a homeless guy. Crazy. To this day, I don't know why a homeless man had a airsoft submachine gun in his suitcase. But it looked really real, and it had no orange tip, by the way. I forgot to say that. It had no orange tip on it. Maybe it did, he spray painted it or something, but it looked like a real gun, okay? But guys, moral of the story is, if a random man approaches you on the street and you're uncomfortable with the situation, get out of there ASAP, man. Like, we could have probably avoided this whole situation if we didn't just keep turning around and talking to him. We probably should have just, like, said no and then just kept moving the first time, but we didn't. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That is the story of one of the craziest New York City experiences I've ever had, and I have some more from this trip that I plan on talking about, but that's probably, like, the number one craziest one, probably. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys all later. Peace.
I know your place, have bitches pull up on me. I got 2 switches, 20 gauge rounds, hit you up like it's nutrition. I've risen, everything came to fruition. Stop the jealous talking on your girls, mine I might hit it. I heard my name is in your mouth, yeah, I really doubt you want me talking back, cause I could really air it out. Remember when I caught your girlfriend cheating?